Pilot Hammerwood. The lost pilot. My friend and fellow siege engine pilot Maury Heildilf is lost in the hills. We were looking for a rare ore, and that's needed for high-grade blast powder, and during our search he drove this engine up a steep hill and busted it. Still convinced that one was in these mountains, Hill Elf charged me to guard our engines while continuing on foot. It's been days and I've heard some beastly growls north of Helm's Bed Lake, west of the tunnel. Maury's tough as nails, but I'm worried. Please, nurses, find him. While you were gone, I also sneakily uncovered Goldbridge Valley, so we got the achievement for exploring all of Dunmurrow. Confused why we're going back, but I'm sure it'll make sense in a second. Ooh. He doesn't look good. Alrighty, the lost pilot. Here's the corpse of a dwarf, mauled, frozen and picked clean by mountain scavengers. Clutched in its hand is a book containing the roughly scribbled notes of Maury Hildelf, and around its frame, still in superior condition, is Brigadier's vest. The grisly scene must have been where the siege engine pilot met his end. I can choose what I'm looting off of him? That's a little morbid. But we take it. A pilot's revenge. Hildelf wrote in his journal that he was attacked by Mangeclaw, a huge ice claw bear. He drove off the beast, but not before it mauled him savagely. Judging from the state of Hildelf's body, Mangeclaw must have later returned and killed him. However, Hildelf wrote in his journal his one final wish, revenge against Mangeclaw. We can totally do that. Oh, there he is already. Get dotted. No, I get stunned. We did it! So now we return towards Loch Modan. I love these small effects when it crumbles over the bridge. I think there's like I think there might be stuff happening over here. I'm not quite sure, like if the subway or whatever it's called. Hello nurses, do you have word of my friend Hildelf? This is grim news. Hildelf was a good friend, and I wish I could have been there with you when you found the beast Mangeclaw. Thank you nurses, your deed will be remembered by the pilots of the Ironforge Siege Brigade. And we even get Mangy Claw mittens. Southgate status report. We're due for sending a status report over to the mountaineers in the Valley of Kings. I expect you're on your way there next anyhow. Would you mind dropping it off for me? Just take the tunnel to the east and check in at the guard station. And directly to Captain Rugelfuss. Rugelfuss?
Watch your back.
Will do. Goodbye. What's in here? Is there nothing? Just a bunker? But you can sit down here and everything. That's kind of nice. Ammunition and everything. Well then, let's move on. We're out of the snow. Look at that. The Valley of the Kings. And I fall down all the hills. Look at that. Take a screenshot for one of our thumbnails. Here we are. Oh. We have somebody who can also repair our stuff. Can we read the report?
Good.
Probably not. No. Alrighty. Captain Rugelfuss.
What can I do for you?
Eddie's gnome, this is no time for formalities. With the Alliance forces under attack, the protection of the Dwarven territories becomes even more critical. The recent Trog uprising poses a dreadful threat to the King's land. Southgate report. What brings you all the way out here? The Southgate status report. Excellent. I've been awaiting news from there for a while. With the increasing number of Trogs in the hills on all sides, I feel the outpost will be the first to feel any aggressive action. More questing. In defense of the King's lands. We need to protect the Loch Nurses. With so many of the King's soldiers fighting valiantly on remote battlefields, we've become overwhelmed on the home front. Trogs are tunneling up from every crevice. The Trog infestation poses the largest threat to Ironforge. We need you, brave adventurer, to venture forth and lay waste to the Trog threat. Slay 12 Stonesmith Trogs and venture back. And Mountaineer Cobbleflint is giving us the Trog threat. Warlock, you may or may not be aware of the Trog threat looming over Dwarven lands. With the Ironforge Reserve called up to the Alliance front, we're left with a fraction of the defense forces needed to keep these lands safe. My regiment is assigned to watch over the town here, and we cannot leave our posts for fear of invasion. But we need some pressure put on those damn Trogs lurking in the hills. If you're up to the task, wage an assault on the Trogs. Bring me back 8 Trog stone teeth as proof. I have to take out their teeth? That's kind of disgusting. It's pretty much like the other bunker. I guess we're going to take some teeth with us. Out of the snow into the pine-needled Loch Modan. Squirrel! Nope. Trogs everywhere. Oh, he's immediately charging me. I got a tooth. I guess they're toothless in some ways. Do I want to know? Okay, I guess not all of them have teeth. And we have Magosh, a rare elite. And a searing totem that he is summoned, which is searing my Zepat. This reminds me very much of the very old classic quest where it was like, get like fur from these mangy bears, and then none of them had fur. There wasn't even mangy bears, which is like bears, and then you would just like not get fur. Or like liver or something, and it's like, ah, you just destroyed it by killing it. It's like, do you know where the liver is and where these attacks are happening? Good times. Shadowballed! Oh, 3 teeth. It's gonna be a long quest, I guess. I have to say the Affliction Warlock is so much fun. Like putting all of the dots on an enemy just feels very satisfying to see like all the debuffs pop up. Poke. Oh, 3 more teeth. You can do it. Nope, no teeth here. One more, and then we're missing 2. Let's see. On the chase for the last one. Nope. There's a truck up there. And he had a tooth. Nice. I'm curious. Grizzly Paw Ridge? Is that like a path over to... Oh, this is where Deathwing came through, right? Yeah. Look at this. That's pretty cool. Has a little Grand Canyon feel to it. I guess we're gonna go in there later, right? After this, sending the report further along. It is quite insane how large these areas are, and then how little happens in it. So much room for activities. You have 8 drug stone teeth to show me? If not, there's still work to be done, Nurses. No, I have them. I'm quite impressed, Nurses. You have done the Dwarven race a great favor by defending our lands. King Magni Bronzebeard himself would be proud.
Keep your feet on the ground. Well met.
Well done, Nurses. You demonstrated uncanny courage on the battlefield. Our war against the drugs will be won with efforts such as yours. You have served King Magni well. I'm getting a new staff that I'm not going to use. Oh, maybe I'm going to use it. Yep, I think it gives me more intellect. Well, that was a quick exchange. A decisive strike. It appears that these beasts in Loch Modan are following the lead of a chieftain named Gromog. He's the biggest of all the drugs here, lurking deep within the darkness of the caves to the north. If you feel yourself worthy, Nurses, I want you to lead the assassination mission on Gromog. That's him. Can we zoom? Oh, look, we can even zoom in on him. I didn't even know that.
Be good.
Pretty cool. And then Mountaineer Wallbang.
What's on your mind?
Bigger and uglier. The Mountaineers tell me you are quite brave and capable, Nurses. We need a gnome like you around here. The drug problem isn't getting any better. The reserves have been called up to the front and we're all alone out here. But now that we have seasoned warlock here, let's see what you can do. Go out and kill 8 stone splinter shaman and 8 stone splinter bone snappers. It should be shamans, no? Is shaman plural of shaman? Interesting. You should find them in and around the caves in the southern mountains. Let's see if you live up to your reputation, Drog Slayer. Of course I will. And we also get talents. Level 15 opens up the talent tree. Let's see what we have. Nightfall. Passive. Corruption damage has a chance to cause your next Shadow Bolt to be instant and deal 50% increased damage. Inevitable Demise. Damaging an enemy with agony increases the damage of your next drain life by 50%. This effect stacks up to 50 times. And then Drain Soul. It's channeled. Drains the target soul, causing 123 shadow damage over 5 seconds. Damage is increased 100% against enemies below 20%. Generates 1 soul shard if the target dies during this effect. I think this is pretty... Oh, actually it also replaces Shadow Bolt. I think this is a nice leveling talent, because it gives you more soul shards. Speaking of soul shards, I should also create a health zone, in case we need some healing. Alrighty, so we're going back up here. We did see the cave, I think, when we were getting teeth from the drugs. Yep, looks like that's the cave that we will go into. Okay, we have shamans, or shaman, I guess. Give me your soul shards. Soul shards? Soul shards. Let's go. So far we've only gotten the shamans. There we go, our first bone snapper. Be the same layout as we've seen before in terms of the cave, I think. Or is this one of the deeper ones? I'm not quite sure. Should be a grander top 10. Pointless Caves in WoW. Pointless Subtenant, I guess that's the name. I guess it's up here? Oh, it's actually a dead end. It's also a dead end, so we're just gonna go up here. Kill! Oh, I got a health pot. It's a pretty unique cave for all things considered. I think we're getting close. Little gnome legs are too short for the line of sight. This happens to me quite frequently when I'm healing. A bunch of my guildies have dwarven characters, and it's so difficult in some of the dungeons because there's like a super tiny ledge, or even just a step, and they're just like out of line of sight. There he is. Gromok. Your death is being called for by the Dwarvens. We got him. Let's jump down here. I want to make sure that we have enough of the stone splinters going out here. Seems very shaman heavy. Also, absolutely no music in this cave. I guess we're gonna take him with us. While we're already here. Come on, Zappat. Did you do anything in this case, Zappat? Here we go. Okay, we can escape now. It's like, I'm sure I'm gonna aggro this one. You know, for not being a White Walker, Zappat is doing a good job. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, traveling merchant. Grasian Iron Stove.
Great to meet you.
You only have crap. Grasian. Oh, I should probably take this back. Need that appearance. Can have all of the stuff though. Thank you. Bye. Is he yelling at me in Dwarven? Probably complaining about me not buying anything. We're back, friends. Captain?
What can I do for you?
Most excellent nurses, you have brought hope to Loch Modan. With Gromag dead, we stand a better chance of seeing the drugs eliminated from the land.
How are you?
Bigger and uglier, I knew the second I laid eyes on you, nurses, that you would make Ironforge proud. You have served our people well. I salute you, nurses.
See you soon. What's on your mind?
Onward to Thelsamar. You've helped us quite a bit here. If you're leaving, I'd ask you to take this status report to Thelsamar. Follow the road just north, and you can't miss it. Mountaineer Cardrell will want the report.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Aye, aye, sir. Goodbye. Here we are. Oh, let's pick up our flight point. Thorgrim Borelsen. And we're discovering Thelsamar. Mountaineer, I have a report for you. What can I do for you? Glad to hear you've been clearing out the drugs. Let's have a look at this report. And is that a beer stain?